Welcome back to Internet Podcast.
Welcome back. Let me give them their our song.
You don't need to give them a song.
No. Wait. Welcome. You are welcome.
Thank you. We are. Let me save the people and cut it right there. We are your hosts. My name is Signorina.
My name is Praise.
And yeah, you're welcome. And we're back.
We're back.
Once again, it's been 1 month since we last saw each other. But isn't it crazy?
I know.
Isn't it crazy that we see each other once a month only?
Pretty much, yeah.
So that, like, if we keep going like this,
Yeah.
you know, even throughout summer, that means
Yeah.
we've seen each other 12 months
12,
in a year.
12 times.
12 times, in a year.
That's crazy.
Doesn't make no
That's
sense.
crazy. This is why we need to travel.
That's why we need to travel and do things so we can go and move and everything.
Jeez.
Yeah. But anyway, what are we going to talk about today?
Us.
Yeah. We're going to talk about friendship.
Yeah.
Our friendship is almost a decade. Can I say decade or 10 years?
Yeah, a decade. It's 10 years. Yeah.
10 years.
That's insane.
Yeah. It's crazy. And I recently sent you, remember the video from 2016?
What video is that?
The video, did I not send it to you?
Which one?
The video, we were in church. We had a choir practice. We were quite young. And then I think that was like the first time like we had this like hangout after choir practice, like in church. And you had the white shirt. And I was like, oh, you're so cute. And you're like, stop, Marina. You know?
Oh.
Have you forgotten? I guess she has forgotten. But anyway, when I see a video like that, like now in 2025 and February, it's so crazy to me that we have known each other for so long.
That's insane.
And we have seen each other grow.
It's almost like the only version of you I know is this version.
This one that is like...
But it's not.
It's
like,
not, yeah.
You used to be different.
Very different.
You know?
Yeah.
You used to be younger.
Yeah. And you as well.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me. And I don't know, because I do appreciate every version. And also we need to really talk about today on how we have been able to maintain our friendships through different stages.
Yes.
Because we were very different almost 10 years ago to what we are today.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, not really a mystery, but it's weird that we are able to still be friends. Although we are growing, we are changing, we are evolving as people, as human beings, as young women, and we're still friends.
Yeah. And it's almost as though like nothing ever changed.
Like, kinda.
It's almost like what is the word? Like the dynamic of our friendship never changed.
It's always been the same.
Of course it has.
Yeah,
but then in many ways it hasn't.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
It is.
Yeah.
But should we go to the story on how we met? How we became friends? And now I really want us to dive in and remember like all the details, all the deets and everything.
Yeah.
And what happened. 2015, December, before we saw each other. No, that wasn't the first time we saw each other.
It wasn't?
We saw each other in 2013 for the first time, I think.
Oh, true.
So we go
that's
back.
True. Yeah. Because when we moved to Finland, we used to live in a different city.
Yeah.
And the church at the time, well, it is still in Helsinki, but at the time it was in Helsinki. And so we would travel to Helsinki every time we had like a bigger church program.
Yeah.
So that's how we met.
But
I don't think we talked.
We did. In 2013, I do remember that I saw you because every December in our church, we have these December retreats. We gather. I mean, we used to gather like officially like in hotels, and then we had conferences, we had prayers, morning prayers, messages, just hours and hours in the presence of God. So that's like the atmosphere we met in the first time. I remember 2013, I had not seen my pastors, aka your dad's children yet, I think. And I remember I saw this young girl that was on heels, like, mind you, she's like in her early teens, I don't know, with high heels, and I saw you go to my pastor's like hotel room, and I was like, who is this little girl that is going to my pastor's like hotel room? I was just confused about it. And later I think we were introduced to each other. And, I think it was this one like sister or auntie from the church.
Yeah.
And she introduced us, I think. And then we also had to present this like singing thing.
Oh my days.
You sang in English
So
and I
it
sang
was
in
that
English.
year. Oh.
Was it 2013 or was it 2012?
No, it couldn't have been 12.
It couldn't have been.
No.
Okay, then it was 13, I think so.
13, yeah.
13.
Or 14.
I don't know, but still, yeah. That was the first time we saw each other, and I remember we spoke a few things because obviously the children are like where all the children are, and also because of the presenting of a thing we had to sing a song. I think it was Signorina on How Great Is Our God, exactly. And you sang it in English, I sang it in Finnish, and that's like the little interaction we had. But that's about it. I hung out with my family, and you were with your family.
I have no memory of that.
Yeah,
I remember the singing. I remember us like practicing in this like was it like an underground room?
Yes,
something?
We had to go like downstairs.
Yeah. We practiced.
Yeah,
we were so cute. Like we took it so seriously.
We did. It was like our assignment for that retreat. Yeah,
and we were like a bit nervous.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's cute.
But that's the first time we saw each other. Yeah. We talked a bit, and that's about it.
Yeah. And then he ended, and of course we went back to our lives, and we literally didn't see each other for a whole year.
Yeah.
And then fast forward to, I don't know what happened in 2014.
I don't know what happened in 2014 either. I can't remember.
Maybe we didn't make it.
It can be, because I don't remember if we had the retreat, and if we did have in what like hotel location we had it in. Yeah.
Maybe we didn't make it. But anyway, like when we actually should I say like got to know each other was in 2015 December.
Yes.
I feel like you tell the story so well. So
because
you should say you should tell it from your perspective.
I've probably told you this story 5 times.
Yes.
And I keep going back to it because it's so funny.
Yeah.
And it's so like interesting. And I do think the fact that we met at church has a lot to do with our friendship like today.
Yeah.
But throwback to 2015.
Yeah.
I remember we had a retreat. Normally before, we always went to like very nice hotels.
Yes.
Luxury, beautiful, everything.
Yes.
2015, I don't know what happened with the house of the Lord. I don't know what happened with the finances. But we went to a different place.
It was like a camp. It was like a camp
setting type of place.
Kind of place in the middle of nowhere in the woods.
And we are like city people.
Yes.
We don't know anything about the forest. I'm not really like that. I do like all the nature and stuff like that. But that place where we were at was something else.
Yeah.
And I remember we came to the lodging place, because I can't call it a hotel. It's a place that we lodge in.
Yeah.
And I remember I promised to stay in a hotel room with 2 other girlies from our church that like we actively saw each other. Right.
Yeah.
And it's funny because they are our friends' sisters, both of them.
Our friends' sisters.
Yes. Let me not call names. But do you get both of them?
Yes.
Not just one, both of them, which is funny.
Yes,
Shout out
true.
to y'all like the...
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
So anyway, I promised to stay with them, when we arrived, because obviously people went with their families, and then like if you made arrangements, you could stay with your own friends and things like that. So I promised to stay with them. And now, then as I went to the place and I saw where we would be sleeping in, we had like the bunk beds, right? And I was supposed to sleep on the top bed. And I climbed, and it was so old. It was raggedy. It wasn't smelling, but let me just say it was. Let me just say it was so bad that I told them that I genuinely can't sleep here.
Yeah.
Like somebody had like carved a face or something like that next to my bed. It was creepy, it was cold, it was scary, like an old camping site. That's what it looked like. And I was like, there is no way I'm going to sleep here. But I didn't know what to do yet at that time. But then after I saw where I'm going to lodge and everything, I was like, okay, let me go and find my family. Let me go and see where my family at. And I saw my mom, and my mom was with some of my siblings. Such a cozy place, but no room for me. And I was like, man, this is just what I have to do. And Yeah, my mom's room was completely booked.
Yeah.
And then I went to find my one sister, like another sister,
Yeah.
who was staying with you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How did you guys even end up being paired?
I have no idea. I think it's just like, I'm a girl, she's a girl.
Yeah.
And
then they just paired you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And anyway, so I'm coming to find my sister.
Yeah.
And my sister, like older sister, is in the same room with you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my goodness, this room is nice. The room was smelling good. It was looking good.
Yeah, because I sprayed Victoria's
Victoria's Secret era that time. But it was so much better. It was cozy. It was warm.
Yeah.
And obviously my sister was there. So
Yeah.
I felt more like, I should be in a room like this. And there was space for me, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, nah, I can't do this. I got to save myself. I went to find your dad, my pastor, and I was like, sir, you need to switch my room. I need to stay with my sister. There's one room there.
Yeah.
Please just help me. Please help me. And he was just laughing and he was like, it's okay. He will arrange something. He will change something. And, lo and behold, he got my room changed. I was like, hallelujah. I had to tell the other girlies that I'm going. They weren't happy with me. And I'm so sorry to this day. I'm so sorry to this day. But anyway, my room was changed. And then I was in the room with my sister and with you.
That's crazy.
I don't know if at that point, I don't know if it really dawned on me that you are the pastor's daughter.
I feel like I think
I think it did.
I think you knew.
Yeah.
But then
I don't know.
Let me not say I was nobody, but I was nobody.
But I didn't.
To you.
To me, I was like, I don't even know who this girl is.
I was just a girl.
Yes. I was like, I don't even know who this person is. I'm here for my sister.
Yeah.
And I do remember, I was like, okay, she's kind of like, you're such an interesting personality. I think you had this astronomy book.
Yeah.
You had a guitar.
Yeah.
You were just very different.
Yes.
Very different from the people that I used to spend time with.
Yes, I've been always special.
Yes, but in the best way possible. So don't say it like that. In the best way possible. But she was very different. And I was like, okay, I don't even really care about her because I'm here once again for my sister. And I think that's how this entire journey started.
Yeah.
And do you know what's funny?
Yeah.
Or do you want to say something?
No, go ahead.
Do you know what's funny? I remember during our retreats, we always had this morning prayers by 6 o'clock in the morning. I was
sleeping. Sleeping Beauty.
I was terrible because I always used to miss that because I couldn't wake up,
Yeah, for me, it wasn't an option.
Yeah, no, she had to go.
My father is a pastor, so you can't be sleeping when other people are praying.
Thank you. So I do remember, the first night, I saw you, the next day, I saw you wake up, get ready, and go to service. I said, this girl is serious. What?
Mind you, I'm 15?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I was like, this girl is younger. No, she's older than me, just by a year, and she's so serious and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's interesting. And I saw you go to the service, right? I was like, okay, whatever. She's serious. And I think when we went out to eat and things like that, we went to the same table and discussed, but nothing super crazy. Not we became best friends overnight,
Yeah.
We just hanged out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, that inspired me. You going to service early in the morning.
Because the next morning, you woke up.
I woke up and I was like, hey, can you just tie this in my scarf? Let me just come. And you were like, okay,
Yeah, I was interesting.
Yeah, and you helped me. But she inspired me. So the next day I was like, I'm not going to be a bum. I'm going to make it to the service. And I was there probably falling asleep in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, honestly, I bet I was too.
Yeah. But anyway, that's how we met. Did anything else crazy, significant happen?
No, but can I just it's interesting because thinking back, I don't actually remember what I thought in the moment, but then I feel whatever happened or whatever we said to each other, I feel I remember thinking that she's cool, she's nice, when you meet someone and you just like the person.
Yeah, obviously I'm very likable.
I feel I've always liked you.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, because I feel I didn't have to try to like
you. Didn't, yeah.
Yeah, because with some people you think, oh, they're nice, but then literally the next day you already have issues or you have arguments or you have beef, quarrels, whatever. But I feel with you, I just always liked you.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think it's because you've always been a simple girl.
Very simple.
You've always been a simple
No,
girl.
Wahala,
And like
please.
however you present yourself is exactly who you are.
Uh-huh.
And there was no need for me to like discover you or get to know you better before I saw the real you.
Yeah.
Like whatever you presented was the real you. And that
Yeah.
was it was like you made it easy to be friends with you. So
Yeah.
I think that's also why
Yeah.
we worked out so well.
Yeah. And I just remember, like, I genuinely wanted to get to know you too, you know, and I felt like you're so interesting. You're different, interesting, and she's smart. I was like, she's so incredibly smart, and she still is till this day.
You.
No, but she, like, everything that you showed about herself, I'm like, nah, this girl, she's smart. Like, she's smart, and I really want to get to know her. Also, a little bit weird, like astronomy. I don't care about planets and whatever else you were reading. I don't know, but I was like, we are at a retreat, and this is the book you bring. Okay. But anyway, I mean, that's the first time like we had an encounter, and I have a memory of you in a sense that you were like, you stayed in my mind, and I remembered you, and okay, this person is nice. Yeah. And then forward to 2016.
Yeah, so like the next year. Yeah. And the next year, I feel like we, like, obviously the retreats happened, but I don't think we planned to like hang out
or see each
like
other or
intentionally see each other. And I don't even think you knew we were going to move to Helsinki.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I even knew that you guys live in Finland at that time.
Yeah.
I kid you not. Like, I just saw you one Sunday, and I was like, this girl, where did she come from? I kid you not. I was like, where did you come from? And all of a sudden you were in Helsinki with your family.
Yeah, full time.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, so we moved to Helsinki. And so that meant we're going to be seeing each other more.
Yeah.
And I think also the reason why we kept seeing each other was because they recruited us into the choir.
They did that.
It was low-key a scam.
They said a youth choir, but we were there every Sunday. They
scammed us. They scammed us. They said, okay, guys, you kids come. Let's make a
youth choir.
A youth choir where you sing every other week.
Yeah, every other Sunday.
Yeah.
We would sing.
But it was just us every Sunday.
Yeah, it became us every Sunday.
Yeah, and so that meant we had to work together. We had to see each other more. And also we were in church together. Yeah. So I think the reason why we also worked out so well was because of the environment where we got to know each other.
Yeah, for sure.
We didn't get to know each other by hanging out just like in the streets, you know.
Yeah. Whatever. We were like safe. We were in a good place.
We were in a safe environment.
Yeah.
And we got to know each other in church first before we even began to hang out outside the church. So that was good. That was good of God to make it happen that way.
And I feel like it was also because we had choir practice every Saturday.
Yes.
And because we saw each other in choir practice, you know, that made our friendship to like grow and, you know, actually have roots because the person that was leading our choir at the time, like us youths, he was very intentional about the fact that we would also spend time, that we would have time to just talk, and we would have time to like hang out. It wasn't just like rehearsal. Although our rehearsals were like 8 hours,
they were so
8 or 9 hours sometimes, but it was because we were singing, we were cracking jokes, we ate, and then we went back to singing and practicing, learning techniques and things like that. And it was fun. Like it was fun. You enjoyed yourself, especially at that time. Is something that you need. You know, nowadays, we just come to choir practice, we do what we need to do and go home because nobody has time. We don't have time to be cracking jokes. We have to go. Exactly.
We gotta go.
Exactly. And it's kind of sad because it's important for you to keep that childlike, you know, mind and be able to play and be silly and not think about time or so like your responsibilities and things like that. And just because we grow, we shouldn't lose that, you know, childlike mindset.
Yeah, let's see later.
You see, this is what I'm talking about. But anyway, and I think, because of choir practices on Saturday, we kept seeing each other, kept hanging out more. And and our bond was built more and more and more. And then like the high school era happened and things like that.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's when we began to like discover more of each other's like personality and like who we really are.
Yeah.
Because like outside of church, like it's a bit different. Like you see who the person really is.
Thank you.
Not that we were so different, but still, like it made our friendship like more real.
Yeah, it's a different environment when you're like outside and you like you're not in church, you're doing like other things. We're just hanging out.
Life.
Yeah, just regular life. We were hanging out like at libraries. Sometimes we went to cafes and you know, we hanged out in each other's schools, more like in your school. I don't think you ever came to my school.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's sad. Okay, whatever. No, but yeah, we used to like spend time, and I remember like that one time we went with the one other person. We went out to like just see Helsinki and like go around and things like that. And like moments like that just brought us closer. Or that's the time when I started to feel like, okay, you are my friend.
Yeah,
you know?
not just like a church member.
Yeah,
we are in the same choir together.
Yeah.
But it was more of like a friend,
Yeah.
like someone you talk to about other stuff going on in your life apart from like church stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. And I just felt like it was easy for us to, you know, everything happened so naturally.
Yes.
We didn't have to force anything. I just enjoyed your company. I know you enjoyed my company because, you know, otherwise we would have not spent time together and things like that. And that's how it just began.
I really love that. Like now as I'm thinking about that, how everything just happened naturally.
Yeah. It's easier.
It was just easy.
Yeah.
Of course, we had times where we were beefing.
Oh my God. We were children.
We were children. We were children.
Yeah. I do want to touch that area.
Oh my days.
My goodness.
What can I even talk about?
I don't know.
Just the silliest thing ever.
We were going back and forth at each other.
Silly things.
Yeah. But I think, you know, when you were a child, teenagers, you go through stuff like that. You know, we were petty too.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna say sorry because she started it. But
Yeah, and the funniest thing is that, you know, our quarrels never lasted long also because we had to see each other on Sunday.
Yes.
We had to see each other on Sunday and be in the same choir and sing for the Lord. Hello.
Yeah.
So you can't be beefing with someone, you know?
I feel like there has been a time when we were beefing for so long that like it continued into church, like into Sunday, and someone noticed. I think it was either like our like choir leader or someone noticed. Yeah. And then they had to like have a talk with us.
Yeah, but also your dad has had a talk with us.
Yes, and my dad as well.
I remember. Yeah, I don't know what we were beefing about, but once again, like, oh my goodness, do you know what? Now I'm remembering.
Oh my God.
Our choir leader at the time, he like literally set us up. He was like, oh, we're going to visit pastor for something. And you were there. He did that so that we could talk with your dad. I kid you not.
What the heck?
Yes, because they wanted to just like save whatever was going like on with us.
What were we even fighting about?
I don't know, something so petty. Oh, you don't like this and I don't like this. Exactly. And then he like sets us up so that your dad would talk to both of us.
Yeah.
And we reconciled at that point. I think we hugged each other.
We
and
did.
Then it was because you lived far. Like you lived far from Helsinki. Although you guys, you know, were in Helsinki.
Yeah, it was like the other side of Helsinki.
Yeah. So like he had to drive me there. And then he was like asking, oh, should I like leave you guys so you guys can hang out, or do I take you back home? And things like that. Yeah, because we were petty. We're children.
Kids.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's so sweet. Like it's so sweet that even back in the days, like our parents were rooting for us.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. I've never thought about that.
Yeah. Because they've always wanted us to like, if there was anything like wrong, they wanted to help and make sure that we are good.
That's crazy. I've never thought about that in that way.
Yeah.
Like from day one, they've always like supported our friendship.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
Oh,
it is crazy. Like everyone that has been like part of our journey, as long as we've been friends, they know their own part. Yeah. Seriously, because they have played a part also to like support our friendship and make sure like this setup thing, for example. You knew what you were doing, but you were helping us out. Like I'm grateful
Oh, that's
I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for people in our lives that saw the potential of our friendship.
Yes.
All the while when we were silly, when we were foolish,
just
when
small
we were
girls.
running around, and they saw the potential and they made sure that we grow and we grow in grace, So that's that.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. High school phase, it was what it was. We're not going to touch that area. Leave that.
I feel like that high school was rough.
High school was so rough somehow.
High school was really rough. Like,
but we were
really
growing.
Thought we were all that. High school was the time when we thought that we were doing something. It was, our heads were like going.
We were children.
We were kids.
Yeah. We were figuring life out.
We were figuring life out. I feel like at the end of high school was like the turnaround where like I think life was like life really went like 180 degrees for us.
Definitely.
And our eyes began to open to like the realities of life.
Yeah.
And also the realities of like our friendship as well.
Even our relationship with God, like our own personal relationship with God, and when things started changing, it affected everything. Yeah.
It just changed our perspective, and the rest is history, as they say.
So how did we get here where we are today? That our friendship is strong, it's solid, we understand each other, we are able to work through like quarrels and disagreements, and I don't know, we are able to see the purpose behind our friendship.